Posse and Suzanne Chalene may be deported, courtesy of Mark D'Amato.
We have filed a writ of prohibition.
And what's up with this? Can the kiss be more than Denise Loden let on?
Yeah, I'm gonna go have to get a rating shot now.
It's all coming up next, and the Florida Sundogs take on the California Quakes tonight on RollerJam.
Florida and Universal Studios, this is the World Skating League. A marquee matchup tonight, the Florida Sundogs against the California Quakes. Welcome everyone to RollerJam Arena. I'm Ken Resnick along with Lee Rehrman, and I said it's marquee time in the WSL because it's the Florida Sundogs and the California Quakes. The California Quakes, the most emotional team in all the WSL, but Lee Rehrman, emotion can be a danger if you're not up for the game. Many times the Quakes have run into trouble.
Absolutely. These guys are mercurial. We never know what we're going to get. Sometimes Sean Atkinson, the boys and the girls, come to play. They play clean. They play as a team. They play great. Other times they show up. The bod squad seems to be in disarray. They play like a bunch of folks who I don't even think they know each other, and they don't play so well. On the other side of the coin, we got methodical. We got the emotional with the Quakes. We've got methodical with the Florida Sundogs. They play clean. They play fair, and they don't play with flair, and they always come to play the same way every time, Ken.
And certainly the Sundogs should be on an emotional high today to balance out the California Quakes because they are getting the lightning fast return of Debbie Rice. Rice, one of the fastest jammers in all the WSL. And also, we're certainly buoyant today because we have with us one of the all-time legends of roller derby history, the great Buddy Atkinson Jr. And Buddy, will be looking forward to your great insight.
Thanks, Ken. And we'll be giving you some new plays and some looks into them.
And we look forward to that at halftime. A lot of underlying currents still with the Florida Sundogs. One hawk, the immigration status of Posse and Suzanne Chalene.
Well, absolutely, Ken. We get so caught up in making fun of Mark D'Amato of the New York Enforcers, who started this whole thing.
You make fun of him, never me.
Well, I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to tell him you started it. But, we like to tease about Mark D'Amato talking about his civic duty. Sometimes we forget that there's two human beings in the Chalenes that are very important to the Sundogs.
And also one underlying current going throughout the WSL, the possibility of a budding romance between Sean Atkinson and Denise Loden. The music means only one thing: the California Quakes are ready for the track.
Well, as we mentioned at the outset, these Quakes are Jekyll and Hyde, and there is the king of the Jekyll and the Hyde, Sean Atkinson, and there is the bod squad. I don't know what we're going to get, Ken. We'll see here pretty soon.
You see Jamie Conomack, Stacy Blitch, and Cindy Zimmerman going around, and there is the enigma, Captain Sean Atkinson. What's going through his mind, his wife Suzanne, Mark D'Amato trying to get them deported now, starting for the Florida Sundogs, Suzanne Chalene, Denise Loden, Andrea Franklin, Debbie Rice, and Lindsey Francis. And for the California Quakes, two of the bod squatters, Jamie Conomack and Stacy Blitch, along with speedster Amy Craig, Faith Urban, and Brooke Sunderman. And looking on and watching this game very intently are the New York Enforcers. There you see Captain Mark D'Amato, Tim Washington, and John Morrissey. Now the gals gather at the starting line, the racehorse start. And right away you see Stacy Blitch with the elbow to Denise Loden. Keep a sharp eye on that. But it's Jamie Conomack breaking out for the California Quakes, being pursued by Suzanne Chalene and the speedster Amy Craig as they come around. Still trying to break out, and now finally is Debbie Rice. The elbow from Suzanne Chalene, physical play, drops Jamie Conomack. A bit of a surprise as they come around, and now Amy Craig returns the favor. It's the speedster Amy Craig, and coming up from behind is Debbie Rice trying to close the gap. Craig slowing down, and there you see Debbie Rice coming into the picture. Rice goes around high on the curve. Craig tries for a headlock, elbow to elbow. Both skaters doing a good job of staying on their feet as they come around, approaching the pack. Debbie Rice is able to drop Amy Craig. A perfect opportunity for Rice as they come around. Closing Stacey Blitz trying to block out Rice with 10 seconds left. Still unable to get by, but Denise Loden blows Stacey Blitz to the track. Andrea Franklin reaches back for the whip, trying to get by Faith Urban, and there you see the speed of Debbie Rice coming around, picking up 2 big points.
And she's back from injury, Ken. She's making a statement here that, look, I am Debbie Rice, and I'm going to show you guys how it's done. We saw the finesse right there. We also are seeing some uncharacteristic physical play here by both teams here today, Ken.
2-0 at the end of the first jam. A very good start for the Florida Sundogs. Now remember, after the first jam of every period in the WSL, the jammers are at the back and trying to work their way through. Heather Sunderman receives a big elbow and goes down. Denise Loden at the front clearing house, dropping another of the Quakes. You see Andrea Franklin taking it. It's a double and atomic whip using the leg. Denise Loden started it out. Andrea Franklin with the leg and an atomic whip springs Kathy Evangelo free. You see Evangelo, the only jammer out.
And Kathy Evangelo was a skater that was really called upon with the injury of Debbie Rice. Now that she's back, they may have 2 big guns in their arsenal, Ken.
Many times a skater uses the advantage. Kathy Evangelo, a good point on getting more jamming time. You see Andrea Franklin now trying to pull down Brooke Sunderman. She does that. And Kathy Evangelo very quickly goes by. Now she closes in on the rest of the pack. This is Heather Sunderman. Remember, Sunderman never left the pack. She is basically a blocker. Drops Evangelo down. Kathy smartly cuts it off and puts 2 more points on the board. 4-0 Sundogs. We'll be back with more right after this.